Hi, I'm Nick. I'm the designer of the Banished Vault, and I want to talk a little today about how the hazards work in the game. So hazards are points in the solar system when you are moving ships or when you're constructing buildings where you have to roll dice to try and succeed at what you're doing or suffer some kind of penalty, which generally sometimes mean you still do succeed or the ship continues flying, but you lose faith or you might lose resources or actions or so on. The theory behind the dice system is that it should be hopefully straightforward to understand, but still provide an interesting danger to the player, and most importantly, it should never be perfectly solvable. At no point can you guarantee success when you're rolling dice. So here, for example, we have a unstable gravity point in between these two asteroids. The strength is 5, and so when we start rolling our dice, what we want is that any of the dice we roll to show a 5 result or higher, and the amount of dice that we roll is equal to the Exile's Faith, which is 5 as well. And so we'll roll these and we'll see that, here we go, perfect success. Generally, the dice system is actually quite generous. Even if you were only rolling 1 dice in this scenario, you would have a 33% chance to succeed, which is pretty low, but not nothing. However, with 5 dice, that success chance only goes up to 86. And so the idea is that, you know, even with 5 dice, you might roll all of them be 4s or lower, right? And then you are suffering the penalties of the hazard. This kind of, the idea behind this is that it kind of incentivizes interesting play. Maybe you're going to play risky for a solar system and have low faith, or you might need to invest with some elixir to increase the faith of your exiles. So there were a couple different variations on this idea. Originally, it was just roll a single dice, that was a d10, and then like the exiles kind of faith was like modifying that result directly. At some point it then became you would roll 2d6 and then the faith would add to that and kind of produce a result. The final kind of solution that I think we ended up on, which was where the faith directly corresponds to the number of dice, so there's no addition, you just know I'm at 5 dice and that's all I need to know, and then I can kind of simply calculate the odds based on what happens when those dice might roll. And that's it. Thank you very much.